We all know that feeling when we get a little nervous and our heart rate goes up a little bit, our palms might get a little sweaty, and we feel a little tense. Hi, this is Danai, and today I want to talk about how to overcome stage fear. Stage fear is something that is relevant to any performing musician, but also to public speakers or basically anybody doing anything in front of an audience. My first tip is to shift your focus from yourself and your fear to your true purpose. Why are you here? Whether that is making music, speaking, or simply delivering something of value to your audience. Once you stop making this whole situation about you and stop seeing it as a situation in which you are being judged by others, it already takes away some of the fear. My next tip is to think positive. Try not to have any negative thoughts while performing and instead focus on how everything will go right and just how you want it to be and how you imagine it. Also, try to physically maintain a confident posture because just like our thoughts influence our body language and our posture, and we can tell it when somebody is scared or feeling insecure by the way they're sitting and standing, it also works the other way around. Our posture can influence our thoughts and our feelings. So if you walk out on stage and you are feeling a bit nervous, try to walk in a very confident way, sit down in a confident way, and this may in return also have an impact on how you feel. My next tip might sound a little counterintuitive. It is to accept your fear. What I mean by that is that when negative thoughts do come into your head, especially in the days leading up to the performance, try not to ignore them or tell yourself, oh, I'm not supposed to be thinking that, I'm not allowed to, and instead just accept them and acknowledge them. And tell yourself, yes, this is a scenario that might happen, but I choose to focus on the positive. So you can transform those negative thoughts into something positive by focusing on exactly how you want everything to go. My next tip is kind of obvious, but I find it one of the most important ones, and it is to simply train the situation. Try playing for your friends, for your family, for your teachers, and try to simulate that stage feeling as often as possible. Because the more you put yourself into that feeling, the more comfortable you're going to begin to feel. Tip number 5 is that you are your own master. What I mean by that is to never let your fear guide you and never think that you don't have any power against it, but always have your thoughts guide your actions, whether that is your muscles, playing the piano, or anything else you're doing on stage. There actually was an experiment that was conducted some years ago, and in that, the brain activity of pianists was measured, and people found out that split seconds before a little mistake is about to happen, which we might say, yeah, it just happened by accident, I just hit the wrong note, the brain actually registers it and consciously gives an order to the muscles to make that mistake. So this result shows us that our brain is in complete control of what our muscles are doing. And this is actually something very empowering because it makes us realize that we are in control of our actions. And this means that we are not powerless against the fear, but we actually can control it once we remember that we are our own masters. My next tip is to have fun and enjoy. Remember that this is not an exam and it's not a competition. The audience has actually come to your concert to relax and to enjoy your performance. So no one is there to judge you and no one wishes anything bad upon you. My next tip is try not to suppress the adrenaline. We all know that feeling when we get a little nervous and our heart rate goes up a little bit, our palms might get a little sweaty, and we feel a little tense. But this feeling can actually be an incredibly powerful tool that makes you play even better on stage than you would ever play at home. So when the adrenaline kicks in, try to remind yourself this is not a negative feeling. It's not bad that you're feeling this way. It actually is something very positive and you can totally use it to your advantage. My next tip is something that you can do in the months and weeks leading up to the performance, and that is to visualize it in a positive way. Whenever you think about the concert coming up, try to always see yourself having a successful concert, playing in the way that you want to play, feeling the way you want to feel, and try to always focus on your strength and your ability to handle challenging situations like this one. Another thing that can be very helpful are relaxation techniques. This is something that you can do in the weeks leading up to the concert, basically every day actually, but also on the concert day itself. And it really depends on what works best for you. You can do yoga, meditation, other relaxation exercises like Alexander technique, anything. There are many that you can do that help you focus and concentrate. And this definitely can be an additional tool for you to keep your calm and be very focused for your performance. And my final tip is to give up trying to be perfect on stage and know that it is totally okay for you to make a mistake. In my experience, once you relax and just have fun and enjoy and try not to be that perfect, mistakes actually happen much less than when you get tense and just think about not making a mistake. That's usually when they're going to happen. In the end, a concert is supposed to be a very enjoyable experience and it is supposed to be fun. We all know that, of course, we're never going to relax on stage, but for sure, seeing the concert as a positive experience and as something that delivers joy to your audience helps getting rid of some of the fear. I really hope you enjoyed this video and could take away some helpful tips for you for your own stage experiences, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!